Gemini, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name is Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Gemini Love Tarot reading. Today's reading, we are going to take a behind-the-scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. So whoever it is you're romantically involved with, romantically connected to in some way, we're going to take a good, long, hard look at them and find out what's going on with this person and see what your attention and your awareness might need to be brought to about them. That way you can best navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person here at the end of February 2024, moving into March. I'm going to do that by getting 5 cards to represent your person's energy, and then I'm going to clarify all 5 of those cards with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on with this person you're romantically connected to. So let's get started. Let's get 5 cards for what's going on with Gemini's romantic person of interest here at the end of February, moving into March of 2024, please. Okay. These two came together. That one came next. Got you. Yeah, you're watching me flip all these cards right side up. I don't read reversals. I know a lot of people get upset about that and try to tell me that I should read reversals or that I have to read. I even had a lady try to explain to me how to read reversals and even gave me like examples of like 10 different cards and what it would mean in the upright and reversed. And it's like, it's not that I don't know how to read them that way. I'm just told not to. Like, and I'm just, probably looks like I know what I'm doing if you watch me a lot, but I'm really just good at following instructions. And when I get told to do it a certain way, that's what I do. None of that like yelled at me and told me not to turn it right side up. So that's why I did. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy here is the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually like a very grounded, stable, nurturing, abundant type of a person. A lot of times this will represent like a wife type of an energy or a mother type of an energy, or, you know, someone that I would live with or have this committed relationship with. Like, she works together with the King of Pentacles to build the Ten of Pentacles, which is like combining lives together, building a life together. So she's half the equation here. And right under that Queen of Pentacles, I have some Leo energy of the Seven of Wands. And this is a defensive energy. This is like defending their position on something or defending a stance on something, like fighting to protect something that's important, fighting for what I want, what I believe in, fighting for like this connection, this fighting for this wife type of an energy here. I do have strength underneath that. This is more Leo energy. This is a major arcana card. This is, when I see this, it usually indicates that there's some very difficult situation going on for your person, and it's taking all of their internal strength in order to make it through. They're probably being forced to dig down deep inside themselves to summon the strength to fight for something here. This can also represent a person who is trying to tame this beast inside themselves. In other words, they've got this desire, this urge to do something, and the better part of them, like their conscience, realizes that might not be the best idea, dude. It's like, hold your horses here, like rein that in, get yourself under control. So this sometimes is a person struggling against a piece of themselves where they want to do something and they think maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, there's a lot of fire energy here. This is earth energy, but these are both fire energies. And I have another fire energy with a wand. Wands are about passion and desire. This, we're escalating. We're going from the 7 to the 8. This is a very fast moving energy. This is either like rapid back and forth passionate communicating, or rapid movement on something, rapid forward progress on something there's passion and desire for. This can often indicate that there's just a whole lot of external energy coming at your person. Excuse me. And it's like, it's too much all at once. It's too much to process all at once. And it's like, usually makes them feel like overwhelmed here. There's either something moving really fast, or they have this urge to go really fast and they're trying to contain that. But there is definitely some energy here of either fighting with you, fighting with wife type of an energy, or fighting for you or wife type energy here. Not 100% sure yet. This will become more clear as we go. Might have to come back to that. What actually came out in your person's energy, Gemini? 5 of Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Tower, and then these two came out together, King of Swords and Page of Wands. So I got a lot of court cards out here. Court cards typically represent people, not always. I'm noticing something right off the bat. This feels like fighting for wife, or fighting for like that person that I chose to build my life with. Fighting for that. And having a hard time either containing themselves or controlling themselves, or the fact that I have to fight for you is very problematic and troublesome, and it's causing me to have to dig down inside myself. I have an energy here that could represent like regrets and sadness about something. And then I have the King and the Queen of Swords out here in their energy, and the Tower. So there is clearly something has gone wrong here in this connection with you. King and Queen of Swords, this is not like if you see King and Queen of Pentacles, that would be like husband and wife, or like some kind of a power couple there. King and Queen of Cups, same thing. That would be two people that are like fully in love with each other, and there's all this love and emotions. They build the Ten of Cups together. The King and Queen of Swords ain't a power couple. This represents two people that used to be together. So I've got hints all over the place here that you guys were together and now you're not for some reason. This first card is Scorpio energy of the Five of Cups. This is sadness and remorse about the past, sometimes regrets, guilt. It's some negative emotion that they're feeling. Like the person on the card is like depressed looking, their head's hanging down, their body language is depressed and downwardly focused. This is like looking at these three cups that have been spilled, and all the love and emotions that have been spilled and wasted, and all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. There are two upright cups in the background. That represents there is still a connection, at least as far as your person is concerned. They still feel the connection to you. The connection is in the background, though. It doesn't have the primary focus. And here the primary focus is on the past, and they're feeling what they felt in the past, which is really at its core what this card is about. It's like whatever you focus on is going to dictate to you what you feel, what emotions you experience. So here they're focused on the past and feeling what they felt in the past. They're focused on the loss of something, so they're feeling the loss. They're focused on something that's missing from their life, so they're feeling that gap in their life. This is about their focus being directed into negative places, and then in turn feeling negative emotions. A lot of times I'll see this on somebody who is like depressed because their relationship ended, or they're feeling guilty and regretful about something that's happened to spill the cups. It's interesting too that the three cups are spilled. The Three of Cups is either being united together, which clearly not because it's spilled, or it's about third party love situation because there are three cups of love there. So that could be something that spilled it too. Not sure. I'm not going on record and saying that's what happened yet. I'm just letting you know what the possibilities are. And so far I can't close that window right now. Whoa, hey. Whoa, hey. Break my little purple fluorite there. Tell me more about this Five of Cups, please. Why is that the first card in Gemini's person's energy? The first card's always the most important, so this one too. Okay, we'll take you. What do we have? They're getting extra cards here. Normally I get 3 clarifiers. I just got 5. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. This is she who knows. Like, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she has access to all the information that you and I as humans, we don't have access to. She knows everything. She sees everything. Problem with her is she doesn't always tell us everything. Sometimes there's stuff that we humans just aren't meant to know. Sometimes there's stuff we don't need to know until it's time for us to know. And that's the point where she clues you in through your intuition, gut feelings, signs, synchronicities. Like you have a dream that has some kind of message to it, or just some internal knowing where you don't have any idea how you know, you just know. That's the High Priestess energy. In a love reading, she can represent that your person is feeling that the connection with you is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. They could be feeling guided toward you. This is really feeling like them being aware of your intuition. I don't know why that, well, maybe that might have something to do with it. Ace of Wands is under that. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for passion, desire. It's usually a new beginning in passion and desire, a passionate beginning. This is also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it represents the male you-know-what, and using that to be intimate and sexual energy and sex and all that fun stuff. There's some intuitive knowing about the wand here. This can represent that your person had some passionate new beginning with someone that wasn't you. They kind of let the wand lead them and get them out of control, and you intuitively knew that. And now they're having sadness and remorse and regrets about the loss of everything with you. Very possible that's what we're dealing with, especially with this next card behind that, the moon. So this is fear, worry, and anxiety. It's Pisces energy. It's usually about uncertainty. It's not always that simple, though. Sometimes this can represent something being hidden in the dark or some secret being kept here. And when I've got, yeah, Four of Pentacles under that, trying to hold on to something. Okay, I'll come back to that. I've got this wand thing, this sexual energy, this new beginning in something passion related, surrounded by a card that can mean you don't have all the answers, something hasn't been revealed to you yet, and the moon, which can represent something being hidden from you, some secret being kept. The wand, well, whenever I get one of those cards, it's a pretty good sign there's something either you don't physically know about and you just intuitively know it, or there's something that you don't know, period, that hasn't been revealed yet. And I've got both of them wrapped around the wand here. Under that, I've got the Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. And then I've got the Hierophant with that. This is Taurus Major Arcana energy. This is a card of, something bigger than you, something that you're committed to that's bigger than you. In relationships, this would be like commitment to a relationship, being fully committed, taking things to the next level of like engagements and weddings and being married. This is typically a marriage card. I got Queen of Pentacles out here, which for me is usually like a wife type of an energy. It could be fiance, it could just be the person I live with, but there is some commitment here. And so far I'm missing King of Pentacles. We're early still, but I'm missing that. There's this energy of holding on to something, holding on to a secret, holding on to a commitment, having the secret to be able to hold on to the commitment. Behind all that is the Ten of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is most people's goal in love and relationships. It's that happily ever after, that happy fairy tale romance we all want, that happy fairy tale ending that we all want. It's two people together, pouring themselves into each other, fully in love, fully happy. It's like the happy family. There is a negative side to that, believe it or not, and the negative side to it is that fairy tale component. We all want that so bad that sometimes we'll ignore red flags. We'll sweep stuff that has happened under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen because we want this to be true so bad. And if any of that shit I'm sweeping under the rug is actually true, then this can't be true, and therefore I should sweep it under the rug and not look at that. There is some internal conflict tied to this Ten of Cups idea, being emotionally combined together. This is a conflict in desires. It's Leo energy. This is like a piece of me wants this and another piece of me wants this other thing, and now I'm playing tug of war inside myself in terms of what I actually want, pulling myself in different directions, and I'm conflicted and torn. Man, I'm torn about what I want and happiness. Like, this is like Leo or Aries energy. This is the Queen of Wands. It's usually a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what she wants and she goes after it. She doesn't take no for an answer. It's like, give me what I want. This usually it's a wand energy, so it's very attractive person. It's someone that I think is like sexually attractive and desirable and have a lot of passion and desire for them or they toward me, one of the two. But this is being very clear about what you want. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, more Leo energy. It's happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. Like, can't get a better card than that. So there's some element of happiness tied to this person, that there's attraction toward, this person that there's desire for. And that person is directly related to the internal conflict that they're having. This is feeling already like there's you and this person in a relationship, committed, and now we've got this other person that's now involved here. And that looks like that kind of happened spontaneously, abruptly, impulsively, however you want to look at that. There's definitely sadness, remorse, regrets going on with your person. They're feeling it right now. When I clarify that Five of Cups, I get the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Judgment, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Eight of Wands, like I said, this is Sagittarius energy, very fast energy. It's the second fastest energy in the deck. The only thing faster than this is the Chariot. This is like rapid back and forth, passionate communications. This can be travel. This can be like very fast movement, very fast progress. It can also be, look, oh crap, the cups are spilled. Now I'm overwhelmed with all this stuff coming at me. It could actually be more than one of those things at the same time, and it's just layers to the story. What looks like there's like a lot happening all at once, and then we get the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth. It's the sword of victory. It's the sword you would use to make a decision with, like to cut the other options off until there's only one option left. It's the sword you would use to sever a relationship, to cut someone out of your life. Man, this is feeling like some new idea, some new piece of evidence, some new truth came out. There's this internal knowing about the wand and a secret. This might be the truth came out. It might also be that whatever happened, it happened really fast, and that was overwhelming to you, and then you cut them off. It could be either of those things. I do have Judgment next, which is a powerful major arcana card about a final decision. In a love reading, this is a decision about the relationship, and it's either A, we're calling this dead and over with, or B, we're going to resurrect this and bring it back to life, bring it back from the grave, and transform this in a way so that it's never that way again. This does not look like the decision to resurrect it. This looks like the decision to cut its head off. Probably over Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love and emotions. I've got this intuitive knowing and a secret tied to the new beginning in passion and desire. I've got another ace, and now an Ace of Cups, like a love and emotions thing. And then the Four of Cups, which is Cancer energy. This is about being emotionally discontent, not fully happy with what they have right here in front of them, so much so that they're daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that they believe is going to lead them to their happiness and their fulfillment, this other thing that they have this internal conflict around because they have some element of desire and sexual energy and happiness tied to another person. This looks like I'm not happy with being united with the person that I have, and I can't quit thinking about this other person that I think would make me happy. It's interesting, too, that, again, we've got the Three of Cups here. 3 cups can be 3 cups of love, which is what happens when you are in 2 of Cups with somebody and another cup shows up. And it's also interesting that 3 cups are present here, because there's the new one showing up. That's the opportunity being presented, and right before it is that Ace of Cups. Next card we have in your person's energy, Gemini, is the Page of Cups. News, messages, communications about love and emotions, like lovey-dovey messages, flirtatious behavior. This is a page, so it's not like the most developed, it's the least developed of the court cards. So this would be like someone who's not emotionally fully developed yet, emotionally immature. But this is communications about this opportunity for love and emotions is what this is looking like. It's so funny here because I've got secret tied to the wand. I've got some element of truth coming out. I've seen references now to a new cup and 3 cups 2 different ways here in both of these cards. And I have sadness, remorse, and regrets tied to what could be passionate communications happening and lovey-dovey communications happening. Sometimes this can represent your person apologizing to you, but that does not look like it adds up. This looks like a sequential story of what's happening, like chronologically is what this is looking like so far. We'll clarify this Page of Cups. Tell me about that, please. Why is the Page of Cups here? So Gemini is romantic person of interest at the end of February going into March, please. I got it. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. This is Aries energy. This is being at the beginning stages of manifesting what they want. At the card before this, the 2 of Wands, they're at that fork in the road, that decision point about what is it I want from my life? What do I want my world to be like? What do I really want? And which of these 2 paths gets me there? At the 3 of Wands, the path has been chosen. That decision's been made. They've picked their path. They've decided what they want. They've started down the path. They're taking actions trying to create the thing that they want. This is an energy of having done all of that and having this positive expectancy that the thing I want is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So this is like I'm waiting on it to like materialize in the physical reality. 6 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is supposed to be balance. It's usually like generosity or reciprocity. Like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You take care of me, I take care of you. This is usually like equal give and take and balance. It can sometimes represent the merchant, being your person, is giving to 2 different people in the physical sense. One of them is kind of like behind the back there. It's like I'm waiting on something to balance out, something to even out here. And this is either them struggling to maintain themselves or something is difficult because maybe this is them apologizing to you and they're waiting on things to get balanced out. And in the meantime, it's really difficult. King of Swords, it's already out here in their energy. This is like the decision-making energy. It's usually Aquarius or Gemini energy. This is the person who's like looking at the truth and the facts of the matter. Like, what can I see right in front of me? What do I know to be true and can verify that? And I'm just going to throw my emotions and my intuition out the window. I'm not going to let that stuff get involved in my decision making. I'm looking at what I can see and verify, and I'm going to make the best, most logical, rational decision available to me. And at the same time, there's the Fool. Okay. The Fool is like, yeah, sometimes it's taking that blind leap of faith. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to jump and I'll figure this out as I go. I'm just going to do it. It can represent foolish behavior, which doesn't really line up with King of Swords. It can represent somebody taking like a leap of faith outside the connection, taking risks outside the connection, which isn't the most logical, rational thing to do. So this is really feeling like somebody who's a page in reality, and in their mind, they think they're a king. In their mind, they think they know what they're doing. In reality, they're just doing, and they don't really have any real understanding of what they're doing, but they think they do, and they rationalize their stupid, foolish, risk-taking behavior. They rationalize it and try to make sense of it in their own head. And in reality, they're emotionally not fully mature. When I clarify that Page of Cups, I get another page, Page of Swords, the Tower again, the Lovers, Page of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. Page of Swords is communication, news messages, communications about something. a lot. This is an energy of someone who's trying to learn something and trying to figure something out. This can sometimes be like doing research on something or investigating something or, you know, reading about it. Sometimes this can be a snooping kind of an energy, like maybe you snooping around and finding something because you had these weird feelings something was off, and when you snooped around you found lovey-dovey communications with somebody that ain't you. Or when you snooped around you found all these back and forth passionate messages with somebody that ain't you. That could be how we got the truth to come out here, and why a decision was made, because this could be you either snooping around trying to figure out what the hell is going on, or maybe it was something as simple as like you were doing the laundry and he had something still in his pants pocket and you pull it out and find a phone number or something. It could be totally accidentally that you came across it. It could be on purpose that you came across it. Hell, this could even represent a person that ain't you, that saw something that was going on and then told you about it, or you heard about it through the grapevine. It could, hell, what I'm doing right now, nosying around in the energy of your person, qualifies as Page of Swords. So some way, something was found out and uncovered, and that immediately leads to the Tower, with just like here, as soon as that piece of truth shows up, there's a judgment passed. So the Tower is the collapse of something important here. Like, sometimes this is the collapse of the relationship with you. Sometimes this is the collapse of the belief system they were operating from. Sometimes it's the collapse of the bullshit, lie, you know, deceptive thing that they were hiding, the secret that they were keeping. It's sitting right next to the sword of truth and victory here. Hey, this could even represent sever off with your head, collapse of this whole relationship. It could be all of those things all at once. It's tied to the Lovers here, so we got a Tower with the Lovers, so this is a powerful love connection. It's Gemini's major arcana. This is probably the collapse of the connection with you. This, before it was called the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice. So this often represents a choice in a powerful love connection. It can even represent a choice between two lovers. It's definitely tied to Tower in Judgment, and Judgment's connected to New Cup of Love showing up. The Lovers here is connected to the Page of Wands, which is already out here in your person's energy. Again, it's a page. It's not fully developed. This is like news, messages, and communicating about passion and desire, expressing what I desire, what I want. It's also a person. It's the minor arcana version of that Fool, where the Fool's like, screw it, I'm leaping off the cliff and I'll worry about it on my way down. This is a more toned down version. This is having the willingness to take the first steps down a brand new path towards something they have passion and desire for. And that is sitting right beside this New Cup of Love. Final clarifier for this Page of Cups is the Six of Cups. So I've got a lot of cups, but I have a lot of swords too, and I got a lot of towers. I'm using 2 decks and the towers out here in both of those. This is a card of thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, the good old days, the way things used to be. It's sitting right beside 4 of Cups. There's something that they're daydreaming about, this thing, this other cup that they think can make them happy. This being a card of the past, it can sometimes represent something or someone from the past coming back again. Now, that doesn't always mean it's someone that they used to be with romantically, like an ex, or, you know, ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just represents the past, as in there's history there. This wouldn't be some brand new person. It's not like they went to a bar one night and bumped into some brand new person they'd never met before and things happened. This would be someone that they already know and have known for a period of time. I mean, that could be someone they work with, someone they went to school with, neighbor, a friend of a friend. It's like some acquaintance at minimum, but they've been thinking about that for a minute. It could be ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, something along those lines. Can't rule that out, but just take that part however it resonates. Central to your person's energy here at the end of February, going into March, we got Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. I call her she who knows the truth. We've seen the High Priestess, she who knows, period. She who knows the truth. She's very smart. She has her eyes open. She knows what's going on around her. And she's also very fair, which is why she holds her hand out like that. She's given someone a chance to tell their side of the story. Speak your truth to me. She's about speaking the truth, but she's also about cutting off the thing or the people that isn't in her best interest anymore. So when she tells you, go ahead, speak your truth to me, she already knows what the truth is. And this is more of a test to see, are you going to lie to her or not? And if you are, you're not serving her. If you lie to her, you aren't in her best interest, and that sword comes down and it's off with your head. So she usually represents, like, we have this conversation where I'm asking you some questions and you don't know that I already know the answer, and now you tell me some bullshit story and now it's you're done. I did see wife energy with this defensive energy. Sometimes this is I'm trying to fight for the connection with you. When I have both of these cards in the reading, this is like, yeah, I'm calling you on your bullshit. I'm asking you some questions, and you don't realize I already know the answer. And here you are, yeah, butting me and bullshitting me and telling me, ducking and dodging and bobbing and weaving. And no, I didn't do that. Wasn't me. And this is about, yeah, bullshit. I don't believe you. I already heard the story, or I already found the evidence. I've already got the piece of truth here. I see the communications. I see them. Collapse of the tower, collapse of the belief system about the relationship. Bad news. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Why is that the central energy for Gemini's person of interest? I have to check this and make sure nothing else is in there, because it felt like it. Your person's getting extra cards all over. Makes sense why their very first clarifier is 8 of Wands. That's too much happening at once. I'm very overwhelmed. On the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Cups, Pisces energy. We already saw this. It's that happily ever after, that happy fairy tale ending. Like, this is telling me you two were together, and there was probably this belief that this is the one for me, this is my happily ever after. I think that belief has crashed because the Tower is the next card, and I just saw the Tower in the previous column's clarifiers. So we got shattering of stuff, collapsing of stuff happening, looking like the relationship, probably also diving into my belief about what this actually was versus what I thought it was, and like what I believed and what's real don't match now. This could even go so far as like my belief around love itself, and does it really exist or not, or is it all just going to be games and bullshit like this appears to have been? That's could be some questioning of that going on for you. The Hierophant, this is telling me that this wasn't just a relationship, like this was serious, this was committed. Could be we're married, or at least living together, or going down the path towards same. And there's also this underlying energy of wanting to hold on tightly to it. This is Capricorn energy. This is Taurus energy. This is Pisces energy. You could be dealing with any of the signs I've said so far. You could be dealing with any sign. This is a collective reading. It's going to be almost impossible for me to pin that down for you, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person right now. I'm tapping into collective energy of thousands of Gemini people. So I'll continue to call the signs out as they stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. But this is Capricorn energy of holding on to something that I don't want to let go of, which is this belief in the love and the connection here, and this commitment, not wanting to lose that. But then I'm also holding on to a secret that I don't want to come out. Yeah, definitely holding on to something that hasn't been revealed yet. So, okay, I believe at this stage you uncovered some facts, some evidence, some truth, and that led you to what has happened here. I also firmly believe that there is still more that you don't know about yet, and they're holding on to that and not wanting to let go of that because they don't want any more truth coming out. They don't want any more truth coming. This is almost feeling to me like I feel like I have a chance to get you back at this point, but if you find out the rest of the story, I lose that chance to get you back. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm trying to make sure you can't find out the rest of the story. when I clarify Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, there's the Chariot, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, we've already seen it. It's that passionate new beginning and passion and desire. Phallic symbol of the deck, sexual energy, the male you know what. And when that's matched up with the Queen of Swords, this is bringing back Lorena Bobbitt type images in my head here. This is not off with your head as much as it's off with your other head is what this is feeling like. This is like, I'm cutting you off because you did that. And there's awareness that you did that. I know you did that, and you can tell me you didn't all you want, but it's like I read the messages, dude. Chariot, this is Cancer's major arcana card. This is the fastest energy in the deck. It's the only thing faster than this first card they got, the first clarifier, Eight of Wands. This is like, at its core, it's about using the will to overcome obstacles and challenges and problems and like all the stuff that's in my way. It's like using my will to get past all of that very quickly and moving forward very quickly in success and victory. There is an issue of alignment with the card because the driver doesn't have reins to control this thing with. You do have the dark side over here and the light side over here. He uses will alone to control this. So if he's not in alignment, if that dark side and that light side aren't lined up, aren't in alignment, pulling the same way, this either doesn't go anywhere or it tears itself in half because it's pulling itself in two different directions. It's sitting right next to the tower, so clearly there has been some disastrous event happen based on truth about a new beginning in passion and probably a new beginning in lovey-dovey shit. This is like wanting to overcome that. Four of Wands. I already saw the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now we're going to the next step. In the Three of Wands, they fully expect the thing they want's going to happen, and it just hasn't happened yet, and they're waiting on it. Well, this is the next step, and this is the celebration of the thing I want, like manifesting into reality. It's physically stable in the physical 3D reality. It's here. I've got it. Those Four Wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. So this is about the thing I'm trying to manifest has arrived. It's Aries energy, and it's also about stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. They're trying to overcome the problems and restabilize it and get back to stability, restabilize the connection with you, restabilize everything after the judgment has happened. Next, we have Two of Pentacles. This is the part I don't like. This is Capricorn energy. It's a decision about something in the physical world. Twos are always choices or decisions. This is like I've got these two things physically and I can't have both of them, and I got to make up my mind which one I want, and I'm like weighing the options and I'm looking at the pros and cons and like, do I want this one or that one? Should I or shouldn't I? Like, and it's like being off balance about it. The emotions are rough and choppy with the waves in the background. This is like I'm off balance and I can't make up my mind. The negative meaning to this is it can represent a person who's juggling two people in the physical sense. And I do have, beside that, this communications about passion, willingness to take the first steps down a new path. It's tied to the Lovers, which is a choice between two people, and it's also connected in the row with this new cup of love that shows up. So this is almost like you find the truth about what was going on and you have cut me off, and I want to overcome this and get the stability of everything back, and at the same time I'm juggling two people. Like, what in the only thing that has nothing to connect with it in this row, I got that person I can't get out of my head because I'm not fully happy, and that thing from the past that's coming back, that person from the past that's coming back, and then there's a gap right here. There's no information right here other than juggling two people while in this stable connection with you. Did see secret being kept multiple times here. Next card for your person is the Tower. This, like I said, is the collapse of something. I'm using two different decks and it's out here in both decks. So something disastrous has happened. This is probably the collapse of the relationship and potentially more. So tell me about the Tower. Why is that here for Gemini's romantic person of interest? The end of February 2024, moving into March 2024. Thank you. I thought that's what slid out there. Jeez. Yeah, you can't. Bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Again, this is supposed to be balanced. It's supposed to be you scratch my back, I scratch yours, you take care of me, I take care of you. We're both putting into this the same amount. It's not unfair and lopsided where I'm putting everything in and you're getting all the benefits and I get nothing. It's not that. This is balance. Except that ain't what this is. The other meaning is the merchant, your person, giving to two people in the physical sense. There's this wife type energy, this person I'm committed with energy, but there is another energy, which is what that Queen of Wands was about. There's some waiting going on here. Waiting to take the leap of faith. Waiting on some foolish behavior. King of Swords. So now that's the third time I've seen King of Swords. This is someone who's like usually emotionally distant, emotionally cold, like ruthless, cold, calculated, like I'm gonna pick what's the best for me, period. I don't care how you feel. This is a person who's done something. They've tried to wait to do this foolish stuff and rationalize why I shouldn't do that, and they've tried to resist that piece of themselves and hold themselves back from that. And then I get a card about work, Virgo energy. Eight of Pentacles is work, putting in work, time, effort, and energy to get what you want, or having the willingness to do that. It can literally represent work. I have gap in my information here about who this other cup is, and it's someone that they know. It could very well be someone that they work with. I have two Virgo cards. That Eight of Pentacles about work is a Virgo energy. And then I have the Hermit, which is the Virgo Major Arcana card. This is usually withdrawal, isolation, like communication breaking down. It could literally just represent a Virgo person in some cases. So take it how it resonates for you. When I clarify the Tower, I get the Magician, Ten of Swords, Three of Cups. The Magician is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is a person who has all the tools, resources, abilities to create the world around them to be the way their will desires it to be. This is like I'm know what I want, and I'm going to shape this world to be the way I want it to be. He's got the four aces on the table in front of him. I've seen three of those four. Actually, I have three. The Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. The only one I haven't seen yet is Ace of Pentacles. But this person has all the stuff they need. Those four aces are the ones of the four suits. 11-11 again. So two cards in their energy representing manifesting, creating the thing. And here you got them giving to two people and being at the beginning stages of manifesting the thing and taking these foolish decisions, and then probably trying, like he's interested in truth and facts. It's like probably trying to manipulate truth and facts here to keep the secret. But this is screaming to me, I made my bed and now I have to lay in it. I'm the one that created the situation you're reading about, dude. I did this. I created this situation with my wand, and I don't know exactly how they got found out. I just know that they got found out. Probably got found out by uncovering communications and messages and stuff. There's a lot of pages here. I have 3 pages in this one column alone, a card about communicating here. Next, to clarify the Tower, 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. This is a swift, painful ending. This is an ending that you don't see coming, which is why the swords are in your back. It's also an ending in betrayal, which is why the swords are in the person's back. Like, You don't get to sneak up on somebody and stab them in the back when they don't know you. Like, that you would have been found, they would have faced you, and the swords would be in the front. This is like someone close to me has stabbed me in the back because I was okay to turn my back to them. I know that. This is a betrayal feeling right here. And he created, I shouldn't say he, you could be a man and this could be a woman. Don't get the images of the cards with women and men on them to indicate necessarily that we're talking about woman or man. It's just feminine and masculine energy, and all of us have both of those to some degree here. So there's definitely, your person has created this situation, and they still, even though the truth has come out and there's been a severing, even though the tower has collapsed, and even though this is dead and over, what's between these two energies is that Chariot, that will to overcome all of that and fix it. Again, we're clarifying Tower. They created the situation that led to the betrayal, the ending in that. And that's tied directly to the Three of Cups. I've referenced it at the beginning in the Five of Cups, and again at the end of that column with the Four of Cups, and now we're at the Three. Notice we're going backwards as we move forward here. Emotionally, we're regressing. This is sometimes being united and celebrating, or being reunited and celebrating. I think that's what they're looking for. In this row, I've got two reconciliation energies. Like, if this is being reunited in judgments about, okay, yes, you said it's over, but let's bring it back to life. Let's make the choice about the connection, make the choice about this Four of Wands, this stability that we have. It could be that this is what they're wanting, but it feels much more likely that this is representing the love triangle here, with Three Cups of Love being in the picture. Which is why there's a decision about the connection and the stability. Because, like, what kind of connection is it? How stable is it if this kind of shit's going on and you're doing this kind of shit and hiding it and keeping secrets from me, and I have to find out about this all on my own? Like, that makes you want to slap them upside the head. Final card that came out for your person, Geminis, too, Page of Wands, King of Swords. Page of Wands is already out here in their energy. I've seen King of Swords at least twice in the story on the bottom of this deck. So this is not new energy for them. This Page of Wands is passionate communicating, expressing what it is that I want, having the willingness to take the first steps down a brand new path toward passion and desire, and that is combined with this King of Swords, either Gemini or Aquarius energy. This is cold, calculated, like, I'm looking at the truth and the facts when I make my decisions. I'm not letting my emotions get involved. I've seen the Strength card where they're struggling against a piece of themselves in both decks. It's, yeah, 3 cards down here. Struggling against a piece of themselves as it relates to Eight of Wands. Back and forth passionate communication. There's that other page I'm missing. The communications and messages about physical opportunity. This is also someone at the not fully developed stage of planning for their future. It's like a not fully developed plan that has something to do with giving to 2 people and then death. Gosh. And then this idea of having to leave it behind and move forward. This looks like a case where this person actually planned doing what they were doing. And if they didn't plan it out in advance and did all this very calculated and tried to get away with it very, like, I'm going to do this orchestrated all on purpose, if it's not that, then it's a person that was being completely foolish and being run by their emotions and more likely their wand and the desire aspect of themselves, and they struggled against it and couldn't resist it. And then after they did it, they rationalize everything they did, like, I did all that on purpose, and like they make up this story for their own ego, essentially. Tell me about this Page of Wands, King of Swords, please. Why is that here? in Gemini's person's energy at the end of February, beginning of March, please. Make sure nothing else flipped. Skip one more. 2, or bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Merchant giving to 2. This could be a case if they want you back, especially because it starts with sadness and remorse and possible regrets. And I see in this one row 2 reconciliation energies. The will to overcome it is dead center in their energy. This could be them having the willingness to tell you what they want, but then common sense is telling them, yeah, that probably ain't going to happen, dude. You done messed up. Could be that. Take that however it resonates for you. It's going to be one way for you and probably a different way for the very next Gemini that watches this. But this could be them wanting to balance it out. But it could just as easily be, look, dude, regardless, I'm going to continue. Regardless of how you feel, I'm going to continue having this giving to 2 thing happen. 8 of Swords. This is probably them trying to figure out how to balance it out. This is Gemini energy of being stuck in their head, grinding on it on this repeating loop in their mind where they can't shut their mind off and they don't have all the answers, hence the blindfold. They're not sure what's the safe move to make, what's the right way to try to balance this back out, to try and be reunited with you and get the stability back. And probably at the same time continue to juggle this other person and you just not have the knowledge to be able to tell that's happening. It's messed up because I'm not happy and I'm daydreaming about somebody else, and that's somebody that I already know, whether that's a person I used to be with or just someone that I've known for a while. And then there's a gap, but the one card that is above the gap is juggling 2 people, and then there's a gap and another gap. So more hidden information that's not revealed. And then 3 cups of love. And now I'm giving to 2 people and trying to balance it. I feel both of those from this card. It's not a case of it's one way or the other. It's both in this sense. And this is like stuck in my head and I'm not sure how to pull this off. And I'm like overthinking it and feeling stuck and like I don't know what to do here. Queen of Cups, yeah, they're okay. So this is the queen that they have all the love and emotions for and that they get their love and emotions from. But is that you? I've seen Queen of Pentacles as you. I've seen Queen of Wands as probably not you. I've seen Queen of Swords as probably you. And now I've got Queen of Cups. I mean, this could be a different way that they're viewing you here. But this could also, I got too many queens. Like, I got way too many queens, way too many cards about giving to 2 people, about juggling 2 people, about a choice between 2 lovers, like a new cup of love, a new passion and desire, all this communication about love and passion and desire. There's way too much bullshit here, dude. Like, I don't believe this person. Yeah, it's like, this is like, I want to balance this out, but I don't know how, and I don't know if we can. All I know is that I have all this emotions for you, and we were working together as equals and building something together, and I want to work on this. I want to put it back together, but then there's this hermit energy of like not communicating, no communication happening, doing soul searching. Like, you typically don't choose to go into hermit mode. Like, something forces you into that. Strength. Yeah, difficult situation they're dealing with a Fool. I don't think they can stop themselves from being an idiot, is what it feels like. It's like, I don't think this person, like, the wand stands up and they do it. It's like, woohoo, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I know I shouldn't do this, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, and then I'll rationalize why I did the stupid, foolish stuff that I did. I'll rationalize it. When I clarify Page of Wands, King of Swords, I get 2 of Swords. Justice, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords is Libra energy. Twos are choices, they're decisions. This is a decision that needs to be made. Only it hasn't been made yet. Sometimes that blindfold can represent I don't have enough information to decide, hence not deciding yet. Sometimes that blindfold can mean, look, there's something I don't want to see, something I don't want to look at, and refusing to look at it is preventing me from making a decision. Sometimes this decision hasn't been made because it ain't even their damn decision anymore. You've already spoken your truth. You've already severed them. You've passed your final verdict and judgment. The tower has collapsed on this connection. You have spoken your truth and it's off with your head, homie. The tower is collapsed. 10 swords. It's dead and over. This could be a decision that hasn't been made because it ain't their decision. It's your decision. They've created the situation that has placed them in this spot where there's a decision that isn't being made. This could just as easily be there's this piece of them that wants to get you back and is actively trying to get you back and telling you that that's what they want, when in reality they're just refusing to make the choice between you and the other person, which is why I've got the gap in the information with juggling 2 and 2 gaps in the information with 3 cups of love. Could easily be that they're feeding you some bullshit story, and that might even, I said earlier, strongly feel like there's still something that hasn't come out yet and that hasn't been revealed yet, and that might be it. They might be coming back with a really good story about how sorry they are and wanting you to take them back. And in reality, they're just trying to pull the wool over your eyes and keep right on keeping on the way it was and just not let you know that's what happens. I have Justice next, the Libra Major Arcana card. This is about doing the right, fair, just thing. But the fact that it's here tells me something unfair and unjust is going on. If this would have came out earlier, I would have said something unfair and unjust has already occurred. This is feeling like it's going on, like it's happening now, something unfair still. It's happening after the ending. It's happening after the severing, the tower, this trying to move forward and overcome it, and boom, there's 10 swords, and now there's this still unfair. It could, I will say, represent them wanting to do the right, fair, just thing and correct it, and they just haven't decided to do that yet. It could be that for some people. Only you are going to know how that applies to you. It feels like there's several spots in this reading where I've gotten bleed over from multiple different things all at the same time, and it's going to be one way for you in each of those situations, and you're going to be the one to know that, not me. Four of Swords, more Libra energy. That's crazy. I've gotten 2 of Swords, Justice, 4 of Swords, 3 Libra energies in a row here. This is like essentially the minor arcana version of the Hermit. It's about taking a pause, taking a rest, like taking a chill, going inside myself to calm my thinking. It's a 4, so it's stability. It's a sword, it's thoughts. So it's like stabilizing my thoughts. I saw that 8 of Swords. My thoughts are going in circles. 8 of Wands, I'm overwhelmed. This is like calming down, taking a pause, taking a break, so I can figure out what to do in order to make this right. Or, damn it, dude, damn it. It doesn't feel at all like I'm figuring out how to make this right. What I'm trying to figure out is right beside, yes, being reunited with you. But it's also right beside love triangle, third party, 3 cups of love bullshit. It's also like unfair, unjust thing is happening, and I'm trying to figure that out. This is like indecision, but sometimes it's literally I'm refusing to choose. How can I pull that off? How can I got to figure out how I can continue this Knight of Pentacles routine, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck, so it's very frustrating, slow moving energy that makes you want to pull your damn hair out. It's also an energy of a person who knows what they're supposed to do but doesn't do it. Or the opposite, I know what I'm not supposed to do and I do it any damn way. He's holding the Ace of Pentacles, which, by the way, is the one pentacle we're missing here. He knows he has it. He's holding it. He's looking at it. But the fields behind him are completely empty because he hasn't gotten off his ass and planted the seed. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he hasn't done it. The opposite's true. He also knows he's not supposed to just sit on his ass, and he's doing that anyway. And there's a gap there between this row. There's new beginning of love. Passionate messages, taking first steps, juggling two people, gap in the information, doing the thing I'm not supposed to do anyway. This person is like, geez. It really feels to me like they did something stupid. You caught them doing it. When you confronted them, they lied about it and it was off with your head. And at some stage, they have come back to you trying to get you back. And they're trying to present this bullshit story that they have gotten rid of the other person when they have not. And if they have, it's going to be a case of they're not fully gone and there's still going to be some unfair stuff happening. Now, if you have questions about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Gemini love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.